future generations. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We deserve better. Demands must be met. Demands must be met. We deserve better. From future generations. Enough is enough. Our enough is enough. Our education.
We are
standing for our social inclusion.
Okay.
We are standing for our rights. And what should be said is what we stand together for our academic progress not to be disrupted. As per the Constitution, in both the UTG Act 1999, tertiary and higher education are all provided the welfare of academic disciplines of students, which must not be compromised. And that is why we are here. We are not here to ask the VC to resign, but we are here to tax the VC that he should do his work. Therefore, that is our his presence here. The University of the Gambia Students' Union, most importantly the Task Force Committee, the senior management of the University of the Gambia, and also the security personnel's presence here. My name is Nyanin Kamanjan, the president of the University of the Gambia Students' Union. We, the Task Force Committee of the Students' Union and Sub-Association leaders of the University of the Gambia, write this petition to address the ongoing strike by the University of the Gambia Faculty and Staff Association, which has significantly disrupted academic activities and jeopardized the academic futures of thousands of students. The strike, stemming from issues relating to dismissal of 2 of the lecturers and the promotion process, has resulted in delayed exams, halted classes, and growing uncertainties among students. The University of the Gambia Students' Union is the official student government responsible for pursuing and safeguarding the general interest and welfare of students in the University of the Gambia, established under the University of the Gambia Act 1999 and Section 42 of Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016. The union is tasked to dialogue with appropriate stakeholders regarding students' matters whenever the need arises, and ensure students of the University of the Gambia speak with one voice. Students who rely on stable academic calendar for the completion of their studies. The purpose of this petition is to formally demand the swift and equitable resolution of this crisis, in line with our shared goal of ensuring that our students' interests are prioritized and the academic integrity of University of the Gambia students is upheld. On December 2nd, 2024, the University of the Gambia Faculty Staff Association initiated a strike over the dismissal of 2 of their lecturers, as well as disputes surrounding the promotion process and the involvement of external assessors for academic staff seeking promotion to the level of associate professors and full professors. The dismissal of these 2 lecturers by the University of the Gambia Governing Council took place at a critical point in the semester, disrupting the academic activities of students at the School of Business and Public Administration. While the university leadership and the Faculty of Staff Association might have a differing perspective on this issue, it is crucial to note that the conflict comes at the expense of the students who are now facing issues, who are now facing delays to their exams and potential setbacks in the completion of their academic programs. Despite several attempts by the leadership of the University of the Gambia students and the government of the Gambia, the University of the Gambia Faculty and Staff Association decided to continue its strike even after a resolution was publicly agreed upon on December 3rd, 2024. This convolution has created unnecessary turmoil for students who are caught in the crossfire of a dispute they are not responsible for. We are victimized for an unnecessary things that is not within us. The petition demands Vice Chancellor and senior administrative staffs of the University of the Gambia. We have the following demands for the leadership of the University of the Gambia, with whom we have a contractual relationship activities to prevent further disruption of students' education. A university closure for about 2 weeks is a catastrophic blow, not only to the students, but also to the nation's futures, because we are the future leaders and we are the ambassadors of this nation. The ongoing disruption was already caused significant delay and uncertainty, and it is essential that academic and administrative functions resume without any further delay. Meanwhile, we hereby respectfully ask the parties to consider the interests of the students and resume immediately. Second on our demand is January 6th exam must go ahead as scheduled. That we insist that the January 6th exam be held as rescheduled. With no further delays or disruption, the original exam date of the December 9 could not proceed due to the strike, which severely affected students' focus and preparedness. Through an opinion pool, students have now agreed that the exams should be rescheduled for January 6, 2024. This date must remain fixed and no circumstance, I repeat, no circumstance should cause it to change. 3. Compensation for students affected by the dismissed lecturers. We demand fair compensation for students affected by dismissal of 2 of the lecturers, ensuring that their academic progress is not unduly harmed. Extra lectures must be given to this to finish their courses contents. Additionally, we respectfully demand the following as compensation for the affected students as well. Demand number 3.1, continued supervision for students with research project on the dismissed lecturers. We therefore demand that students who are already commenced their research projects under the supervision of the dismissed lecturers continue to receive guidance for them. The dismissed lecturers have established a relationship with the students, undertaking research projects and disrupting this relationship, which unduly hinder the students' ability to complete their projects successfully. Point number 3 under point 3, no reassessment for students who have already completed their assessment under the dismissed lecturers. We strongly oppose any reassessment for students who have already completed their assessment under the dismissed lecturers. Such actions will be unfair, as these students have already demonstrated their academic capabilities. Introducing reassessment of this stage could only add unnecessary strain to their semesters. We hereby ask the university authorities to consult with the dismissed lecturers for the resubmission of the assessment grades of these affected students. Point number 3 under 3. Point number 3, the examination questions and marking are affected courses to be handled by the dismissed lecturers. We demand that semester examination questions and the marking of the scripts for courses affected by the dismissed lecturers be handled by those lecturers. These lecturers have already established a relationship with the students, with course contents and teaching methodology for the most of the semesters, thus to ensure a fair and accurate assessment process for the students. It could be important for the dismissed lecturers to examine them and mark their scripts. Point number 4. Point number 4. The schedule of the 2025 convocation ceremony. Given the disruption caused by the UTG Staff Association strike, we demand that the 2025 convocation ceremony be rescheduled to a later date, allowing for the completion of unnecessary academic program and ensuring the affected students can participate and celebrate their achievements. Point number 5 on our demands: early second exam for law students preparing for their bar semester school. Bar school. We acknowledge the impact the academic calendar disruption will have on the upcoming semester, potentially delaying exams. Therefore, we demand that second semester exam for law students be scheduled earlier to ensure that they meet the deadlines for applying for their bar school. Transportation for students coming to and fro from Comba South, Kanifing and Banjul campuses. Senior management of the University of the Gambia, we demand the provision of adequate transportation services for students commuting from Comba South to the Faraba Bantan campus. Additionally, reliable transport should be provided for students attending classes at the Kanifing and Banjul campuses. This will alleviate the daily challenges faced by these students in accessing the campuses and enhance their absolute experience. Vice Chancellor and senior management of the University of the Gambia, it is important and sacrosanct that the transportation services should align with the data of admitted students within the University of the Gambia. This can provide safety transportation, reliable transportation, and comfort as students demand. Our demand point number 7, immediate approval of pending grades, which is a pertinent and persistent issue within the University of the Gambia, which has disrupted students, who are about to graduate for further endeavors in their futures. We call for immediate release and approval of all pending grades, ensuring that students access their grades and no further delay hinder their progress. This should be done as soon as possible. I emphasize, this should be done as soon as possible. As soon as possible. This should be done as soon as possible at university administration functions to be back in operation. Point number 8, liberalization of food vendors on Faraba Bantan campus. Vice Chancellor, as you are aware that Faraba Bantan campus still remain a persistent challenge as far as our food and safety is concerned. Students on Faraba Bantan campus face limited access to affordable food due to the monopoly of few vendors. Therefore, we demand the liberalization of food vendors on Faraba campus to ensure students have access to a broader range of affordable and nutritional food options. This is a critical step in providing students' welfare and supporting their academic progress. Point number 9, health and safety of Faraba Bantan campus, ambulance and fully equipped sick bay. As you are all aware, where there is human interaction, there is need to put health and safety measures. The Faraba Bantan campus is located far from the health centers, making it essential to have an on-site medical facilities. Therefore, we demand a furnishment of our sick bay with a qualified nurses as well as an ambulance services to address emergencies swiftly. This will ensure the health and safety of all students, particularly in urgent situations. Point number 10, stable internet connection across all campuses, not only on Faraba. In line with global education standard, we demand a stable and reliable internet connection across all university campuses. This will enable students and faculty to access online resources, engage in research and complete academic work without interruption. Point number 11, issuing of ID cards to all students before the commencement of next semester exams. We called for the issuance of official UTG ID cards for all university students before the start of the next semester. This will enhance student identification, particularly during exams, and facilitate easier access to the university bus services. Point number 12, clearance for the government-sponsored students, both MOHAS and MOPSI. We call for a prompt clearance of government-sponsored students who have been unable to register. We have faced this issue as we face these challenges during these semesters. Or unable to register, collect their attestation or obtain their certificate due to the administrative delays. many students and alumni have been affected, and we demand that their clearance be processed to avoid any unnecessary disruption in their academic progress. Brief justification of our demands, Vice Chancellor and senior management. The disruption caused by the ongoing strike have created undue hardship for students. Many have now faced with delays in their exam, interruptions to their academic programs, and the uncertainty of how these conflicts will in fact impact their future academic and career prospects. The student union believes that the strike escalation, despite agreements being reached, represent the infringement of the students' right to uninterruptedly on education. The students of the University of the Gambia are the heart of its existence, and it is our right to have a stable and uninterrupted academic environment. In the above, it can be realized that the demands are not limited to the current crisis. The demands are also long-standing problems affecting our students' body. These demands are reasonable, necessary, and urgent to ensure that students' welfare is protected and education is not further delayed or jeopardized, as enshrined in both UTG Act 1999, Tertiary and Higher Education Act 2016, both stipulated that the welfare of academic disciplines must be prioritized by the central government or the UTBRs. Call for actions, Vice Chancellor, senior management. The students of the University of the Gambia call upon all relevant stakeholders, the UTG and Faculty Staff Association, university management, and the government of the Gambia, to immediately address and resolve this crisis. We urge you to prioritize the academic interests of students and ensure that all academic functions resume without delay. It is important that both of you, university management and the staff association involved, come to a swift and fair resolution, putting the interests of students at the forefront. The task force committee will not stand by any of the academic future of the students is held hostage by any unresolved conflict. We respectfully demand that immediate action, I repeat, immediate action, to be taken to resolve this mayhem that continue to threat our academic progress. Conclusion, Vice Chancellor and senior management of the University of the Gambia. In conclusion, we stand united for the interests of our students, for fair treatment, and for the continued pursuit of academic excellence. The strength of the University of the Gambia Students' Union lies in our unwavering commitment to ensure that the rights of students are protected, that they receive fair treatment, and that their academic journeys are not hindered by institutional conflict. To this end, Vice Chancellor, senior management of the University of the Gambia, and respectful stakeholders present here, government officials most importantly, we call on all stakeholders to work together to resolve this crisis and ensure that students can continue their education without further disruption. Endorsements, Vice Chancellor, government officials, and senior management of the University of the Gambia. This petition is endorsed by the President of the Student Union, the President of Economic and Management Students Association, ECOMANS, President of University of the Gambia Agriculture and Environmental Students Association, President of Information Technology and Communication Association, President of Journalism Students Association, President of UTG Law Faculty or Law Students Association, President of UTG Nursing Students Association, President of UTG Students Association of Public and Environmental Health, President of UTG School of Engineering and Architecture Students Association, President of UTG School of Social Sciences and Humanities Students Association, President of UTG Science Students Association, President of UTG University of the Gambia Medical Students Association, President of UTG Education Students Association. On that note, Vice Chancellor, government officials, members of the senior management, the media fraternity present here, we want to seize this opportunity to present our petition to the senior management of the university, most importantly to the Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, because you are the duty bearer as the Chief Administrator for us to render and tender our petition to you respectfully and peacefully without any further commotion.